and welcome to Courchevel, France. We're looking at beautiful aerial shots of the highest three Courchevel villages at 1,850 meters, just over 6,000 feet above sea level. Junior Grand Prix live coverage started here in Courchevel in 2014. We were last year in 2019. There's something very special about this location as one feels a closeness to a little piece of heaven. Welcome live inside the Patinoire de Forum, the host location for the first two Junior Grand Prix events this season, an inspiring facility with probably some of the best ice conditions in the world. More on that later. Welcome everyone, I'm Ted Barden, your host for the Junior Grand Prix Series. Well, it's been 684 days since the last Junior Grand Prix event, and that was on October 5th, 2019 from Enya, Neumark, Italy. Now much has changed around the world. Of course, we live in a global pandemic, but as history has always shown us, we're able to adapt. So here we are in Courchevel 2021. The men's free program coming up in just a few moments. Here's a look at the start order for this event.
Mesdames, Messieurs, veuillez accueillir les patineurs du premier groupe de la catégorie messieurs.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the skaters of the men category group number 1.
Sur la glace pour 6 minutes d'échauffement.
On the ice for 6 minutes of warm-up.
Représentant l'Inde.
Representing India, Priyam Tated.
Représentant Hong Kong.
Representing Hong Kong, China, Heng-Le Zhao.
Représentant la Grande-Bretagne.
Representing Great Britain, Joseph Alexander Zakipour.
Représentant l'Allemagne.
Representing Germany,
The first group
Luca,
of men on the
Fuenfer.
ice for their warm-up. 14 competitors in this event. Pardon me, 12. Well, here's a look at the schedule for today. Of course, the men's free skate started right now, 12:45 here in Courchevel. Free dance goes at 15:30 later this afternoon. Of course, tonight, the gala exhibition at 20:30 hours. And there's a look at our schedule. Week 2 on the Junior Grand Prix starts on August 26th to 28th right here in Courchevel. We'll move on to Kosice, Slovakia, September 2nd to 4th, Krasnoyarsk, Russia, Ljubljana, Slovenia, Gdansk, Poland, and we'll finish it out in Linz, Austria, October 7th to 9th. Well, this young man is from India, Priyam Tated. We had a chance to speak to him about how he got involved in skating and what he likes about it. It's an interesting story. What a charming young man indeed. Take a listen.
Ice skating is a sport which I wanted to do it because, you know, the way spinning and jumping around, I liked it a lot. I saw one YouTube video, I think. It was in back 2011. So that's when I was a roller skater. So I've been roller skating at that time since 2 years. So I was like, Dad, I want to ice skate too. So then my dad researched about ice skating in India, and it was not at all normal in India. So slowly, you know, we went researching about the federation, everything, and then I had to participate in the first ice national in India. It was in a natural rink because we don't have enough ice rinks in India. So there I won a gold medal in the first ice skating championship. So that's where I, you know, moved my passion towards ice skating. I loved the way, you know, spinning, jumping, and the skaters, meeting new people in new countries. So it was all fun.
Such an interesting young man. Of course, we've spoken to some Indian skaters before, and roller skating is big in the country, no question. And they often take a liking to ice skating as well. And so they try both forms of this wonderful and beautiful sport. Such a nice gentleman, and he was so appreciative of all the applause and encouragement from the other athletes and coaches here in Courchevel. There's a look at the officials for this event, and we thank them for all the time and effort they spend in their lifetime officiating for the sport of figure skating in their own country and, of course, around the world. Now, Priyam, just a further note to this story, Priyam had not been on the ice in 2 years until Wednesday of this week. So there was he was practicing roller skating, but not ice skating, because there was no ice for 2 whole years. First time out on Wednesday, competed in the short program, did the double flip. There's a look at the start order for this event, and you know, is just thrilled to be out there. So great courage, great passion for the sport of figure skating from Priyam Tated from India.
Messieurs, l'échauffement est terminé. Veuillez quitter la piste, s'il vous plaît. Merci.
Skaters, the warm-up is over. Would you please clear the ice? Thank you.
And here we go, the start of day 3 of week 1 on the Junior Grand Prix 2021. There's a look at the first skater out. Remember, it's reverse order from the results of the short program.
Sur la glace, représentant l'Inde.
On the ice, representing India, Priyam Tated.
Priyam Tated from India, 17 years old, 14th after the short program. There are 14 skaters in this event, 3 groups. And here we go.
Représentant l'Inde, Priyam Tated.
Really, in a way, this is a remarkable job. Not on the ice for 2 years. I mentioned that. We saw a double Lutz and a double axel attempt in the roller skating portion of that video that we did. But as Priyam said to me in the interview, I said, "What's the difference between the roller skating and the ice?" He said, "Well, the roller skating, I feel very comfortable. Been on all of my life, but he says when you fall, you don't slide." So, without being on the ice for 2 years, to do a double flip clean and try the double Lutz, just remarkable effort, great courage, great spirit. There's the axle all the way around. Well done. And Priyam, certainly a good spinner. He's got some great, there's the double flip. Gets around 1 foot, just awesome. That's the first time this week I've seen it on 1 foot and all the way, so great job there. Single sow, single toe loop. And there's the double Lutz attempt. Hadn't seen this all week, but he was determined to give that a try. He got pretty close to it. A little inside on the takeoff. But other than that, what a great attempt. And a look right at the final moves of the program. Priyam winning a youth award in India and presented by the president. This young man, I think, is quite special. Excellent English. Very articulate about his passion for the sport and for roller skating as well. That's his dad and team leader with him. Very, very nice family. And we welcome them into the ISU events. We thank you for your participation and your great courage.
Les scores pour
The scores for Priyam Tated.
Priyam a obtenu un total de
Pre-program score 20.52. Priyam's the first skater out in this event.
His overall score is 30.36.
Nice job.
Sur la glace, représentant Hong Kong,
On the ice, representing Hong Kong, China, Herling Zhao.
Hei Yung Lei Zhao, 17 years old, born in Hong Kong, coached by Zhao Ying. 80.80 personal best, Junior Grand Prix in 2018 in Canada. Skating the free program to Clouds, the Mind.
Représentant Hong Kong, Enley Zhao.
Well, you could see at the end of the program for He Young, the fatigue, actually you could see it pretty early on in the program. He started out pretty well with the triples and the double axel. Not bad at all. And then at a particular point, it was around the single axle, the fatigue had set in. He just didn't have any fuel left to skate at the speed that he would normally perform at. Let's take a look at some of the elements in this program. Problem to start with, the ultra really problem for him here. There's a nice double axel, good flow through that triple salchow, just too far back on the heel. Couldn't get the free leg back and has to go down. Here's a look at the triple loop. Right on top, good. A little forward on the toe picks, but that's okay. Here's the triple toe loop. Again, right on top. Just a little forward. You're gonna wanna have strong back, good posture, and too far forward on the landing there. And already you can see the fatigue in trying to get up. Here's the single axel. Watch the head right at the end of this. Just lift up. Yeah, out of air. And not easy to continue. Anybody who's ever pushed themselves to at a high altitude, the chest just begins to seize up and hard to breathe, and everything's painful from that point on. But, you know, most of these skaters have not been on the ice for the past, or very much for the past year and a half, or even 2 years. So whatever time they have been on the ice, they probably haven't had enough time to condition themselves, particularly for a high altitude competition, such as it is here in Courchevel. Just now catching his breath. And you can see the first triple jumps rotates nice and straight and strong, but a little weak on the landing. That'll come in time and better conditioning, of course, as well. Let's take a look at this pre-program scores. 60.65. Of course, that's the first in the free program with a total competition score of 101.76.
Is 101.76.
Young man's in first
He
place.
is currently first.
Sur la glace, représentant la Grande-Bretagne.
On the ice, representing Great Britain, Joseph
The next
Alexander
competitor,
Zakipour.
18-year-old Joseph Alexander Zakipour from Great Britain, born in Nottingham, coached by Tamara Savanovic. 72.69, personal best 2 years ago on the Junior Grand Prix for the free program, skating to music from Slumdog Millionaire.
Représentant la Grande-Bretagne, Joseph-Alexander Zakipour.
Well, we saw this with the women yesterday as well, the first two groups. The skaters were really affected by the high altitude, and the skaters so far, we've seen that here. Jumps that they would normally land, they would just collapse on. They just didn't have the strength. Conditioning's not there yet, especially for high altitude, and we saw that happen in this program for Joseph. Let's take a look at some of the elements. The execution off the top of the program was pretty good. This triple flip, that was fine. Euler, trouble with the triple salto. Too far back on the heel, you see the foot slip out forward. Need to be in the middle to forward part of the blade on those landings, as he is right here, right on top. Good. Nice triple Lutz at the top of the program. Triple toe loop a little bit later, and just, you can see, just letting himself sink down and not having enough strength to resist that and to push up against that landing. There's the flying sit spin, really nice low position, and that flying sit was really nicely done. Unfortunately, here was the double axel fall, then right at the end of the program, good low sit. And a jump over to the change, lose a little bit of a balance here, and goes down again. Just not enough strength to fight off a loss of balance and push yourself into a balanced position. So altitude has affected the skaters so far. No question, it affects us just walking up the stairs, so I can't imagine what it's like for them on the ice in a program 3.5 minutes long.
I mean, we know it, right? So you'll be okay, yeah? Once we start training for it. Such a shame for the Sal. I'm not talking about the second one, the first one. It's a little bit when you started saving the engine, you stop here on the right, yeah? So you're falling there. That's rotating. Oh well. First one to go.
But certainly getting this competition under your belt for the season coming up. Hopefully it's going to be a full season for these skaters as they go back to their national federations and compete regionally or nationally.
You know, considering
Experience gained here,
training sessions you
and
have,
conditioning will continue to improve.
the elements, whatever working, okay? I don't want you to stop thinking that you can't do it because you know you're capable.
Always an interesting time for the coaches to talk to the skater and try to remove
Right?
the concern about what just happened on the ice and get them his eyes focused on going forward, what they need to do.
Joseph-Alexander a obtenu un total de 61
Pre-program scores for Joseph Alexander Zakipour from Great Britain, 61.79. That's first in the free program. So far, the total competition score of 110.05.
Also first. 110.05. He is currently first.
Sur la glace, représentant l'Allemagne.
On the ice, representing Germany, Luca Fuenfer.
Luca Fuenfer from Germany, 15 years old, coached by Florian Just and choreographed by Adam Solia. Skating the free program to Keeping Me Alive by Jonathan Roy.
Too late, oh Lord, but I ain't going back no
Représentant l'Allemagne, Luca, Fuenfer.
Well, Luca was pretty focused right off the top of the program and made a great adjustment after the fall on the triple Lutz and came back and did a triple Lutz combination after that. So you could see him thinking about corrections and working his way through that program with some other nice elements as well. Some good upper body movement in the step sequence, some nice spins. You know, certainly some rough areas still, no question. Everyone has them, but not a bad skate at all for Luca here in the free program. Good start to the season, certainly not going to be perfect off the top. There's that focus right at the beginning of the program. So many things to think about. You wonder, here's the first triple Lutz. That pick went in way too early, didn't get the lift, didn't get all the way around. There's the second one, gets all the way around up into a double Saukow. And there's a triple loop into double toe loop. And toe Arabian into this flying change combination spin. Not a little slow, worked his way through his positions. There's the first difficult variation on the back camel. Step over into the sit spin, intermediate position, and then into the sit spin. Started to slow down here a little bit. But a little bit later in the program, trying to work with the music a bit more, upper body movement in this part. So some good effort there. When you see the top skaters, you don't realize how many years and how much work has gone into getting to that point. So many of these skaters are just starting that journey. Lots of work yet to be done. But good start to the season and some good elements at the top of the program.
Darf man trotzdem winken, ne?
Most
of these athletes have not been competing very much, so it's kind of a new experience again, getting back into that environment. Let's take a look at the free program scores for Luca Fuenfer from Germany, 83.38. That's first in the free program so far. Total competition score 131.77. Luca also is in first place overall at the moment. So look at your leaderboard, top 4 so far.
Mesdames, Messieurs, veuillez accueillir les patineurs du deuxième groupe de la
And the next
catégorie
group
messieurs.
of men take to the ice for their 6-minute warm-up.
Skaters of the men category group number 2.
Sur la glace
14
pour 6 minutes
competitors in
d'échauffement.
this event.
On the ice for 6 minutes of warm-up.
We'll see 5 skaters here, 5 more to come. There's a look at the standings so far after the first group.
Représentant Israël.
Representing Israel, Yakov, Pogrebinskii.
Représentant l'Ukraine.
Representing Ukraine, Vadim, Novikov.
Représentant la Finlande.
Representing Finland, Makar, Suntsev.
Représentant la Suède.
Representing Sweden, Jonathan Egyptson.
Well, a number of these athletes will be staying here in Courchevel for their second Junior Grand Prix this season, and a new crew will be moving in on Tuesday as well. So we will see some stay and a new group from different countries coming to Courchevel for week 2. As we enter into week 3 in Kosice, Slovakia, the Russian team will appear there. Not exactly sure when the Japanese skaters will enter into the series, maybe in week 4 or 5. everything pending the pandemic, of course, and restrictions and how well things are going. I'd like to take a moment to thank, of course, the French Federation and all the volunteers and the ISU for really meticulous work in setting this up. Not easy under these types of conditions and restrictions. But we're watching the first Junior Grand Prix event in 2 years. The first judging panel live since the World Championships. A lot of detail in setting these events up in normal circumstances, but now even more. And we thank all the volunteers and staff people who work so hard to make this happen. And we're thrilled to be able to bring it to you worldwide, get the skating back on the scene, and hopefully we'll have a good season both in juniors and in the Senior Grand Prix, and of course the championships later to come in early 2022. Of course, this is the Olympic season, so things will be building towards Beijing in the Olympic Games in February. Lots of stories unfolding in that. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at ISU_figure. That is ISU_figure, hashtag JGP figure. JGP figure hashtag.
We were underground, load of merch in that 12-passenger van in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name in the star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I've become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming. Got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would have gotten out of my shell. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I
And a look at the start order for the second group, just finishing up their warm-up.
and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon. We just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I
Messieurs, il vous reste une minute d'échauffement.
Skaters, there is 1 minute left in this warm-up.
Well, each skater has 11 elements in this, or potential elements if they execute them all, of course. 7 jump elements, step sequence, 3 spins. So lots of work to be done in that time frame. And at this level, most of the effort, of course, comes into the jumps. But the spins are physically demanding as well, with all those levels of difficulty requiring physical features of twisting the upper body, changing the edge, changing the positions. Spins are very detailed and take a long time to learn at a high level.
Messieurs, l'échauffement est terminé. Veuillez quitter la piste, s'il vous plaît.
Here we go. As we start
Skaters,
group
the
2.
warm-up is over. Would you please clear the ice? Thank you.
Sur la glace, représentant Taïwan,
On the ice, representing Chinese Taipei, Fang-Yi Lin.
Fang-Yi, 18 years old, born in Beijing, China, choreographed by Elvin Wong, 103.14, his personal best in the last competition 2 years ago in Italy, last Junior Grand Prix competition. Here he is in Courchevel, skating the free program, 2021.
Représentant Taïwan, Fang-Yi Lin.
Well, Fang-Yi has really good air position, very fast on rotation. Has a bit of a challenge to stop that fast rotation sometimes. He went for the triple axel off the top of the program. It looked beautiful in the takeoff and in the air, and just looked like he didn't push the free leg back and check out strong enough. Such a timing, such a feel that you have to have. And it just takes hundreds of successes to know that that muscle memory will just be there for you. Let's take a look at this axle. Here it is, right off the end of the edge, nice and straight in the air, maybe a little loose in the air, but still a pretty good attempt. There's a look at the double axle after. It looked like he was going for a second triple axle. He got confused with the number of rotations. There's a triple Lutz, nice and high and tight and fast in the air, over-rotated a little bit. Pretty good spinner as well. Nice low sit spin there. Good flexibility. And triple Lutz a little bit later in the program. We'll take a look at how nice and tidy the feet are in the air. Let's get a close-up on that. Watch those feet crossed up in the air. Young skaters, nice. You're going to rotate faster. You're going to be stronger in the air and on the landing. Nicely done. And a look at the last spin, change sit spin at level 4 with a plus GOE. So certainly some nice skills and good technique on the jumps. Stopping the rotations, a bit of an issue at the moment now. That'll come with some more time and training and experience. And you can hear the breathing as well. Every skater so far. We'll see what happens in the last group. And the women last night, the last group were pretty strong. They didn't look as exhausted as the first two groups. Well, I was thinking of going for a hike tomorrow, but watching these guys do the program, I don't think I'm going to go up a hill at all. Just play it safe. Walk flat. Well, let's take a look at the scores for the free program. Free program scores for Fang-Yi Lin, 96.81. That's first in the free program. The total competition score of 148.38. Nicely done. Good score. I'm pretty happy with that. There's a look at your top 5 on the leaderboard so far in the competition.
Sur la glace, représentant Israël.
On the ice, representing Israel, Yakov Pogrebinskii.
Yakov is 18 years old, coached by Julia and Sergei Sheko. And skating the free program here on week 1 to Writings on the Wall from Spectra, James Bond by Sam Smith.
I've been here before, but always hit the floor. I've spent a lifetime running, and I always get away. But with you, I'm feeling something that makes me wanna stay.
Représentant Israël, Yakov, Pogrebinskii.
Well, the first element in the program, the triple flip, and Yakov went down on, but he sure made a great correction. Came right back down to the ice, did another triple flip with double toe and another triple sow, combination with a double flip. Good sign. When you can make a correction in mid-performance, it's so important, because quite often your result is not dependent on a mistake. It depends on how many mistakes, because most often skaters, they make mistake here and there. So can you reduce the number, keep it down? Don't let one mistake get in your head and make you get upset. Set your timing off. Great work in this program. Here's the second triple flip. That was nice. Right on top, up into the double toe loop. Beautifully done. The first one just didn't convert into rotation position, but no problem there. Here's the triple salchow, kind of falling into the Euler into a double flip. So that was well done. Triple toe loop a little bit later, forward into a double toe loop. I don't know how he did it, but he got it done. There's the double axe. We're going to take a look at this. Slow this right down here if you can on 50%. Watch the shove right there. You saw that takeoff edge just turned so much. Snow flew up, and that did not allow him to convert into rotation position. So, yeah, that was the double axel near the end of the program attempt. Looked like to be a little bit off the music, a little bit early on the music, and had to spend some time sort of re-choreographing at the last moment.
Les scores pour
The scores for Yakov Pogrebinskii.
Yakov a obtenu un total de
Pre-program score 82.24. That'll be third for Yakov for the pre-program total competition score of 136.09, and that will put him into second place.
He is currently second.
sur la glace, représentant l'Ukraine.
On the ice, representing Ukraine, Vadim Novikov.
Well, from Ukraine, 15-year-old Vadim Novikov, born in Odessa, coached by Irina Kansat. Skating to Winston Churchill's Boy by Benjamin Clementine.
So much been given for so few attention. Never in the field of human affection had so much been given for so few attention. Nobody knows what's on this boy's mind. Nobody sees what he's been picturing. some special circumstances, this special circumstance, when some boy will have to earn a living, 4 years not living to give. Where is your family? Where are your loved ones? Someone or two. Whilst he went on crossing the channel, well, they say no man can be a prophet in his own country, so I left. Here I am. Come on, embrace me, hold me. I'm your brother. Whilst he kept on talking, in his left pocket lay the prose of the magnificent Orwell. His right hand embraced a battered guitar borrowed from me. Come to think about it. I think a few years ago I heard him talk about how God bless an eagle with 54 stars. And maybe he's gone, wondering looking for his kind of star. But if it's stars, if we think about it, if it's beautiful stars, it's if to shoot through the night and you never find them again, never and never and never again. And so don't you judge Winston boy, don't you ever judge Winston boy. Oh, one day this boy might be the man. Though clearly nobody knows when or how. One day this boy will stand in front of a court as the world gets about a minute.
Very nice job by Vadim.
Représentant l'Ukraine, Vadim Novikov.
Great jumping technique on the takeoffs, great explosiveness as he launches himself into the air. Good height, pretty strong rotation positions, unique choice of music. Really interested in the viewers' thoughts on this. You can send a message on the hashtag JGP figure on Twitter, because I'm interested to know, did you listen to the words? Did you get caught up in the story, or were you just watching a skater and hearing the music as the background? Unique choice of music, no question. Let's take a look inside the program at some of the elements. Very strong, physically strong, agile skater. Look at the height, lifts straight up in the air, nice rotation position. Has to do a 3-turn in between the triple Lutz and the triple toe, but no problem. Here's the triple flip. Again, strong in the air. Euler into the triple Salchow. No problem. Certainly want to carry a little bit more speed through these jumps. Let's take a look at the feet, how tidy they are in the air on this jump, that triple Lutz. Watch, backs up, straight up over the pick, tuck together, gets the free leg out, glides on the landing edge. Beautiful. Really nicely done. Very solid technique. I don't feel worried when he takes off. I feel he's very balanced and centered and explosive off the ice. Tidy position in the air. Good strong landings as well. And there's a triple flip, double toe loop near the end of the program. But unique choice of music, not a lot of melody to it, very sort of serious and storytelling. And I was getting, trying to think about, well, what's the story about as I'm watching the skating? So is it a conflict when you've got a story so strong with the vocals? Interested in your thoughts. Send us your thoughts at ISU_figure, hashtag JGP figure. Love to know what you think about that music.
Даша, Кирюша, большой-большой привет.
Всем привет.
Всем детской школе
Well, great job.
большой привет.
Good,
Спасибо,
strong,
что вы нас
technical skater.
поддерживаете.
I think he's got something deep inside from a performance perspective, yet to be brought out, yet to be developed, but it's there.
Я очень довольна.
Les scores
This goes for Vadim Novikov.
Free program scores.
Vadim a obtenu un total de 101 points.
101.35. That's first in the free program, not of approval
Au combiné des épreuves.
from Vadim.
Soit en première.
156.17 for the competition. That puts Vadim Novikov into first place. Nice. There's a look at your leaderboard. Top 5 so far.
Sur la glace, représentant la Finlande,
On the ice, representing Finland, Makar, Suntsev.
15-year-old Makar Suntsev from Finland, born in Perm, Russia. Coached by Tatiana Lebedeva. 72.90 personal best in the free program 2 years ago, the Baltic Cup in the Junior Grand Prix. Skating the free program here, week 1 in Courchevel, to I Love You by Woodkid.
représentant la Finlande, Makar, Suntsev.
A really nice job by Makar. Love the uniqueness in the step sequence. Uses a lot of flexibility. Spread eagles are spectacular. Uses those going into elements and throughout the program. So got terrific flexibility. Pretty good posture as well. A good power and speed, particularly in the beginning of the program. We'll take a look inside this free program at some of the elements. I can see deep inside he's got some interpretation. Head goes up there. Here's the spread eagle into the triple flip. Euler keeps the flow going. Triple sock out. Nice work. He kept that momentum going all the way through. That was, I'm guessing, the triple Lutz double toe loop. Here it is again. And let's watch the feet once again. As you see, nice, pretty tight, a little loose at the bottom. We will take a look at the upper bodies as well. It's important for the arms. You watch his arms. He goes down to the salchow there. But on the jumps, where are the arms? They've got to be in tight as well to make yourself straight and strong in the air. There's some nice moves here in the step sequence. There's a loop, turn, but he's using his upper body as well. The head goes back, the arms out. Yeah, very nice work in here. The step sequence is in at only a level 1, so didn't achieve all the features required, the turns mostly, and the clusters that the technical panel are looking for. But from a performance perspective, the choreography in the steps, nicely done. Got a lot to work with here with this young man. He's strong, he's got flexibility, he's got certainly something inside to be able to work towards interpretation of the music, or getting connected to the music a little bit more, rather.
Les scores
The scores for Makar Suntsev.
Makar a obtenu un total de 107 points.
The free program scores from Makar 107.73. That's first in the free program. With a total competition score of 162.58. That is also first overall at this point. Makar Suntsev from Finland in first. And your leaderboard, top 5.
Sur la glace, représentant la Suède,
On the ice, representing Sweden, Jonathan Egyptson.
Jonathan's 16 years old, born in Helviken. 17 years old, pardon me. 6 after the short program. Coached by Tamara Kosice. And skating the free program here in Courchevel to Joker.
To smile and put on a happy face.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile. Through your fear and sorrow, smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness, although a tear may be ever so near. That's the time you must keep on trying. Smile. What's the use of crying? You find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. You find that
Représentant la Suède, Jonathan Egyptson.
Well, no question, when one picks a piece of music like that, you need to be expressive. And he certainly was at the beginning of the program. All sorts of expression. But fatigue set in around the triple salchow a little bit later in the program. The program became a little bit more serious, so he didn't have to have that expression quite as much in the second half of the program. You can see him coming off the ice quite tired. A pretty good job, and I really admired the effort to work on that theme and that expression, because you're thinking about the jumps coming up as well, but here's some great work with the music, takes the time, he's working the judging panel. He has to come down the ice to do the triple loop. A little bit outside the circle, but gets it done up into the double toe loop. Back down to the ice for the triple flip. And there it is, a little bit forward. Almost went down with the hand, but didn't. Up into the double toe, no problem. Flying sit spin is pretty nice. Straight up, straight down. Go variation with the tuck. Leg behind. And well centered. That's in at level 3. There's the triple flip. Didn't have a lot of energy on that takeoff. Let's watch the upper body and see how the elbows and arms fold in. We talk quite a bit about the feet, but let's look at the upper body. Yeah, elbows down towards the rib cage and the hands into the chest, so that's good. He just mistimed the takeoff and didn't lift as much as it normally does. And look at the final spin, change combination spin level 3 at the end of the program. And there's a cross foot, just for a second. And that smile, which is, kind of creepy in some ways, the Joker, the Joker, that new Joker out.
Hello, everyone.
But, really well done, great effort on the expression and the connection to the character of that program. And to do all the technical elements as well. That's what makes the sport so difficult, but also so charming. When you put it all together, it can be just beautiful. But it is a journey to get there.
The scores for Jonathan Egyptson.
Free program scores for Jonathan. 93.86, that's fourth in the free program. A total competition score of 148.95. That'll put Jonathan currently into third place.
Is 148.95. He is currently third.
Mesdames, Messieurs, une courte interruption.
And here's a look at the standings so far after two groups. Final group coming up in just a few moments. Makar, 162.58. Vadim, 156.17. Jonathan, 148.95. That's your top 3 skaters so far. And a look at the rest of the field. Well, as we go to a short break for the ice resurfacing, we're going to show you an excerpt from the ISU Skating Awards 2021. Discover the amazing voice of Sofia Forza. Sofia has a triple set of talents as a professional skater, dancer, and musician. Watch her and Philip Warren skate to Sofia's very own cover of Break My Heart Again. Take a look.
Hey you, I'm just now leaving. Can I come around later on this evening? Oh, do you need time? Yes, of course, that's fine. Hey you, good morning. I'm sure you're busy now. Why else would you ignore me? Oh, do you need space? You can't help it if your mind has changed. So go ahead and break my heart again. Leave me wondering why the hell I ever let you in. Are you the definition of insanity? Or am I? Oh, it must be nice to love someone who let you break them twice. You're so blue. Are you still breathing? Won't you tell me if you found that deeper meaning? Do you think I've gone blind? I know it's not the truth when you say I'm fine. So go ahead and break my heart again. Leave me wondering why the hell I ever let you in. Are you the definition of insanity? Or am I? Oh, it must be nice to love someone who lets you break them twice. Don't pretend that I'm the instigator. You are the one, but you were born to say goodbye. Kissed me up a decade later. That same perfume, those same sad eyes. Go ahead and break my heart again. Leave me wondering why the hell I ever let you in. Are you the definition of insanity? Or am I? It must be nice to love someone who lets you break them twice.
Welcome back, everyone. Beautiful Courchevel, France. Final day of competition, week 1, the Junior Grand Prix. Some beautiful aerials, what we get to experience. Outside the arena, host of the first 2 weeks of the Junior Grand Prix 2021. Welcome live back inside the building. The final group of men about to take to the ice for the 6-minute warm-up. Battle for the podium. Medals were awarded last night for the women's category event. And here we've got some skaters battling for the bronze medal for sure. Quite a gap between bronze and silver, and a gap also between silver and gold at the moment. Of course, 3 programs yet to be skated.
Catégorie messieurs.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the skaters of the men category.
We'll see some quads
number 3.
in this
Sur la
event.
glace pour 6 minutes d'échauffement.
On the ice for 6 minutes of warm-up.
Représentant la France.
Representing France, Yann Vauquelin.
And look at the standings so far in the
Représentant
competition.
la France.
Two top 5 skaters,
Francois,
5 more to
Pitot.
come over the next 45 minutes or so.
Représentant les États-Unis d'Amérique.
Representing the United States of America, Luca Broussard.
Représentant le Canada.
Representing Canada, Circelli.
Représentant les États-Unis d'Amérique.
Representing the United States of America, Ilia Malinin.
Well, just a reminder that the free dance will take to the ice at 15:30 here in Courchevel, the final event of week 1. And many of the skaters will be returning home. Some will be staying here for week 2, as I mentioned a little earlier, with a new group coming in from a variety of different countries for the second week of the Junior Grand Prix. We will then move on to Kosice, Slovakia for week 3. Never actually had a Junior Grand Prix there, at least in the last 7 years. Looking forward to visiting that country and city. Look at Ilia Malinin there. Just over 1 point separating 5th from 3rd and 4th from 3rd as well. So very close battle for the bronze medal, which is currently the position held by Luca Broussard of the United States, but the 2 French skaters right behind. About an 8-point difference from 3rd to 2nd, and then a 4.5-point difference from 2nd to 1st. But as we know in the junior men, a little unpredictable, lots of difficult elements being planned, so lots can happen. We'll see what that will be over the next 45 minutes or so. A lot of these young men, very highly skilled. But we are at altitude. First competition in front of live judging, probably quite a while. And there's a look at the schedule, the rest of the schedule for today. Of course, the free dance goes at 15:30, and then tonight the gala exhibition at 20:30 this evening. And there's a look at the rest of our tour. Once again, second week of the Junior Grand Prix here in Courchevel, and then moving on to Kosice, Slovakia, Krasnoyarsk, Russia, Ljubljana, Slovenia, Gdansk, Poland, and we'll finish up October 7th to 9th in Linz, Austria. Osaka, Japan, host to the Senior and Junior Grand Prix final December 10th to 12th. And a look at the start order for the final group in the men's free program. And you can see how close the score is between 5th, 4th, and 3rd, but a battle for that bronze medal.
Messieurs, l'échauffement est terminé. Veuillez quitter la piste s'il vous plaît. Merci.
Skaters, the warm-up is over. Would you please clear the ice? Thank you.
Sur la glace, représentant la France.
On the ice, representing France, Jan Vogtland.
Jan is 17 years old, 5th after the short program with a 61.12, just over 1 point, almost a point and a half out of the bronze medal. Needs to put a good program together here. Climb the ladder onto the podium. Starts right now with the free program.
Sen şu yerde
Représentant la France, Yann Vauquelin.
Well, looking at Jan's skating here from a coaching perspective, there's so many good things to observe and to think about as you build the skater into a senior skater. Very solid technique, very precise, some very good upper body movement and choreography in the step sequence, and some pretty good spins as well. So lots of work to do, no question, but the foundation is there and good solid skating skills as well. Focus right off the top. And here's the triple flip. Nice and tight in the air, up into the double toe loop. Little bit of a struggle getting that free leg out. Here's a look at the triple loop. Goes straight up in the air. There's really good lift. There's a nice lift in the flying sit spin as well, right down into a nicely centered low sit. There's a change for the variation, position change, pardon me. Here's the triple Lutz, straight up. Good flow on the landing there, up into a double toe loop. And may want to stretch the free leg out, tidy things up a little bit with the arms and the free leg. But the jumping technique, very solid, good soft knees on the landing. Watch the upper body here, watch the arms. Let's take a look and see if they fold in nice and tidy. There they are. Elbows in, hands into the chest, very nice. You need that for triples and certainly for quads. And here's a look at some of the choreography in the step sequence. It is in at a level 2, so it needs some work to get the other two features, but not only is he working the turns well, but also using the upper body. And a look at the change combination spin right at the end of the program. That is the level 3, the plus 0.26. And a smile at the end of the program, pleased with that performance. That's always so nice to see from the athletes. Mission accomplished, all they can do at the moment, at this part of their journey at least.
Les scores pour
The scores for Yann Vauquelin.
Yann a obtenu un total de 112 points.
And the free program scores 112.57 out of approval there. That's first in the free program for a total competition score of 173.69. Very pleased with that. That puts Yann currently into first place. There you go. There's a look at your leaderboard. So far, top 5.
Sauvalas, représentant la France.
On the ice, representing France, Francois Pitot.
Was 16-year-old Francois Pitot from France, coached and choreographed by Florent Amadio, 101.02, earning that high score in the free program at the Winter Youth Olympic Games 2020. Skating the free program here in Courchevel to Rocket Man by Elton John.
What do I gotta do to make you love me? What do I gotta do to make you care? What do I do when lightning strikes me? And I hate to find that you're not there. What do I do to make you want me? What do I gotta do to be heard? What do I say when it's all over? And sorry seems to be the hardest word. And it's getting more and more absurd.
Some dessert, sir?
Yeah, 2 chocolate puddings and a pie and a raspberry floor, please.
Any ice cream?
Just like ice, and there's a cold and lonely light that shines from you. You will wander like the wreck you hide behind that mask you wear. I'm still standing better than I ever did, looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. And I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my
Représentant la France, Francois Pitot.
Well, there was a lot of good things in that program for Francois Pitot from France. A couple mistakes as well. It's going to be really interesting to see how close this is to his countrymate, who will move up, who will take the lead. Nice triple axel off the top of the program, but a couple falls as well. Great energy at the end as well. Good overall performance. Let's take a look a little deeper inside and see what happened. Nice sort of casual beginning. Very powerful music. Everybody knows it so well. Here's the triple axel. Watch how tight it is in the air. Beautiful. Right on top on the landing. So nicely done. We'll take a look at this one more time. Watch the checkout. Watch the left leg come out right now. And then push back. Beautiful. And the triple Lutz stepped out on a lean. You can see he's done a big lean in the air. Keeps the feet underneath him, but has to step out. That'll cost a few points. Here's the triple flip, Euler, and double Salchow, and over the head. Watch the nice landing on this triple next jump coming up here. The triple Salchow. Good flow on this. Right leg lifts up and bends down nice and easy on the landing. The triple loop, a little bit off center. The blade, he's too far back on the blade on the landing. It has to go down. With those errors, how costly will they be? We'll see in just a few moments. Great upper body movement and choreography, the step sequence in at a level 3. So accomplished 3 out of the 4 features required. A little bit of a slip there. The hand goes down. There you go. Here are the scores. Let's take a look. Pre-program score for Francois Pitot, 120.99. That's first in the free program. With a total competition score 182.26. Puts Francois into first place. 3 skaters to come.
Continue comme ça, mon petit. Il faut continuer comme ça.
Sur la glace, représentant les États-Unis d'Amérique,
On the ice, representing the United States of America, Luca Broussard.
15-year-old Lucas Broussard from the United States, coached by Darren Hosier and Corey Martin. Needs 119.62 to take the lead, skating the free program to Yellow Moon.
représentant les États-Unis d'Amérique, Luca Broussard.
Oh, this young man has bags of ability, no question. Beautiful landing positions, great posture. Just the beginning, just his beginning in exploring the possibilities. Rotates fast, beautiful extensions on the landings, good spin positions as well. Lots of areas to work on, no question, and probably some more growth to come, but standard already set very high. You can see it, or at least looks like he's had ballet training with those straight back and posture. Look at the extensions of the free leg, that opening triple toe loop. Here's the triple axel. Arms back, free leg through. Just couldn't get that free leg back to stabilize the landing, but still a very good mechanics of that jump, pardon me. Little forward on the landing there. I had to put the free foot down. And here's the flying system. Watch this position. Beautiful twisted upper body. Nice and low as well. And nicely centered. There's the triple Lutz. Had it too far forward on the landing. The triple Lutz had to really work to get up into the triple toe loop, and he did. Let's take a look at the feet here. Watch the landing right here forward. The snow flies, loses a lot of speed, puts the pick at, pushes himself up as high as he can get to get around 3. Good work. Had to work really hard to get that combination completed. There's a triple Lutz near the end of the program. Great flow, great extension right into the final spin. Look at that beautiful camel position, forward outside edge there. Good flexibility as well. All the tools that a skater would want as they grow into a senior and compete against the rest of the world. Not sure what that expression meant. Good, it's over, or good, I like it, or whatever. Some great skills, young man. Bright future.
Les scores pour Luca a obtenu un total de 129
Free program score is 129.66. What a great score. He was a little surprised. Look at that. He's shocked. Total competition score of 192.31. That puts Luca currently well into first place.
He is currently first.
Sur la glace, représentant le Canada.
On the ice, representing Canada, Corey.
Our next competitor comes from Canada, Corey Circelli, 18 years old, born in Manchester, Great Britain, coached by Brian Orser, choreographed by David Wilson. Needs 115.69 to take the lead. He will skate to the Nutcracker. Well, you just need to look at the face and the expression of Corey at the end of that program. It just got away from him. He's a really beautiful, wonderful skater, no question. There's no doubt about that, but every time out you have to deliver. And it just wasn't there this afternoon here in Courchevel for Corey. A lot of mistakes. He had a good 14-point lead, but that could evaporate pretty quickly. We'll see what those mistakes will mean here in the final result. I think some of those mistakes at the beginning of the program were just a big surprise and shook him psychologically a little bit and lost concentration and just sort of went down from there. He had to really fight for everything in the program. Let's take a look at some of the elements. Luca had skated really well before him. Don't know if that had any impact, and you heard those scores. Triple axel, slipped on that takeoff. The takeoff foot went out to the side. He was on a lean. Comes down to the ice for the triple toe loop. This is no problem. That's a placement for the quad, which he did this morning, but just planned for the triple today, of course. And here's the triple Lutz. Beautiful. Look how nice and straight and strong that is. Hands above the head. You can see beautiful quality, no question. And let's watch the upper body. There's the hands above the head, straight back, good shoulders. And then unusual fall of the next element, the triple loop. Normally a very strong element for him. Big lean on that takeoff. Looked like he rushed the takeoff. Wasn't right over top of his foot on leaving the ice. Here's the triple flip again. Not all the way around. Didn't get the free leg back. Maybe a bit of fatigue setting in at this point. And concerned as well, of course, for the mistakes that had happened. It's a struggle, especially for a skater that has such great quality, not just in performance, of course, but technically as well. Maybe unexpected mistakes. There's closing the eyes going, oh my gosh.
How are you?
Let's see.
Obviously not. Yes.
We'll find out right now. Pre-program scores for Corey Circelli from Canada. Second after the short, 105.52. That's fifth in the free program. For a total competition score of 182.15. That's third overall with one skater to come. That might just have moved him off the podium. And look how close it is.
Okay, what do we do?
On the ice, representing the United States of America, Ilia Malinin.
16-year-old Ilia Malinin, first after the short program. Incredible skater. We watched him in the practice. Pretty special. And he'll skate here for the gold. Skating to nobody knows.
Représentant les États-Unis d'Amérique, Ilia Malinin.
Well, you could see disappointment in his face at the end of the program as well. This is an extremely, extremely talented young man. Watched him in the practice sessions, does all the jumps in quads. And I was just surprised that he had so much trouble at the beginning of the program. His technique is impeccable. He's quick in the air. He's tight and strong. But he was not in control in the beginning of this program, that's for sure. Fought back near the end, which was good. He needed it. Let's take a look inside this program for Ilia Malinin. He explodes off the ice so quickly, tight and strong in the air, rotates so quickly. Here's the spread eagle into the quad toe, which didn't happen at all. Got off on a lean, bailed out. And now he's probably thinking about, okay, what's going on here? Here's the quad sow attempt. All the way, it looked good. Couldn't get the free leg back. He's searching for the timing. Here's the triple axel, has to step out of this. He's on a lean a little bit. Really slow with the checkout. And couldn't stabilize any of the landings. Here's a triple flip. That's no problem, especially for this young man. And here's the second triple axel. Much better. Great lift into an Euler, into a triple Salchow. You can see the mechanics are so good. Triple Lutz, triple toe loop right at the end of the program. So once he settled down and got control, he started to deliver some of the elements that he has planned. At the top of the program, he wanted to show those quads and the triple axles, and they were just a little bit out of reach today. A little slow on the landings. We'll see if this is enough. He had a pretty good lead. He still delivered a lot of really good skills, so he should be fine. But as I mentioned earlier, the junior men always unpredictable. They're all very good. 134.57. That is first in the free program, and he will take the gold medal. Total competition score here. Of 214.64. And there is your men's champion, week 1 on the Junior Grand Prix 2021.
Fin de la compétition, programme de la catégorie messieurs.
And a look at the final standings for the men's event. Ilia Malinin, 214.64. Lucas Broussard, the United States, 192.31. Francois Pitot from France takes the third, takes the bronze. And there's a look at the rest of the field.
A short intermission for ice resurfacing.
Yep. And let's take a look at the schedule for the rest of the day. The free dance taking to the ice at 15:30, just a little while from now. And then tonight, the Gala Exhibition 2030. Well, that concludes the coverage of the men's free programs. Stay tuned for the free dance coming up in just a few moments. Stay with us. Thank you for watching.